Welcome back to Frontline News. I'm Sasha Lee Hamilton. It's now time for Frontline Business. Businesses are complaining that red tape is stifling their growth. The issue was raised by President of the Private Sector Organization of Jamaica, Howard Mitchell. More from Kimberly Broderick.
PSOJ President Howard Mitchell renewed the concern recently at the Jamaica International Exhibition Business Breakfast in St. James.
Bureaucracy is alive and well in Jamaica. Admittedly, the state has been making efforts. We're going to launch the Trade Information Portal next month. I am chairman of the Electronic Single Window for Trade. It is challenging. It is 20 border regulatory agencies that have to be transformed. And believe me, the trust deficit is just huge. People are afraid of losing their jobs. People are afraid of being cheated, and we have to break that down. And only way we're going to break it down is together.
He says the slow pace of doing business is crippling entrepreneurship and frustrating investors.
The country needs faster processing of approvals for permits and licensing, especially from areas like the pharmaceutical division of the Ministry of Health. And we need to resource that division because it is critical to manufacturing. Cannot be holding up formulas for drinks, formulas for food products for as much as 6 months. We still have this awful tendency to just punish processes. Why would you have to pay $25 for an e-commerce transaction online? Why? What is the cost? That kills a small entrepreneur.
Kimberly Broderick, Frontline Business.
The International Monetary Fund, IMF, remains dissatisfied with Jamaica's inflation rate. During its fifth review of Jamaica's performance under the standby agreement released on Monday, the board said further monetary easing is needed to restore inflation to the midpoint of the 4 to 6% target range. It says the Bank of Jamaica's recent reduction in the reserve requirement on Jamaican dollar deposits will help, but further rate cuts are likely to be needed. The IMF adds that the BOJ should also continue to reduce its foreign exchange market footprint, including limiting its foreign exchange sales during disorderly market conditions. The annual inflation rate for 2018 was 2.4%. However, last week, Statin released new data showing that inflation is moving significantly for the first time in 7 months, a sign the central bank could meet its inflation target by June. The inflation rate for March was 0.8%. Monthly inflation had been tracking at or near 0% in the previous 4 months. Management consultant and chartered business valuator Kathleen Moss has been appointed chairman of JN Bank. Her appointment follows several changes to the chairmanship of boards in the JN Group effective April 17. Elizabeth Ann Jones has been appointed co-deputy chairman along with Dr. Diru Tanner of Jamaica National Group and chairman of JN Financial Group. Ms. Jones will continue as chairman of JN Fund Managers. William Mafood has assumed the role of chairman of JN Money Services, while Peter Morris will be the chairman of JN General Insurance Company, in addition to being chairman of JN Life Insurance. All newly appointed chairmen are directors of the Jamaica National Group. Oliver Clark will continue to chair the board of the Jamaica National Group. In Tuesday's trading session, the JSE Combined Index advanced by 711 points to close at almost 400,000. Overall market activity resulted from trading in 57 stocks, of which 27 advanced, 21 declined, and 9 traded firm. The junior market index declined by 21 points to close at 2,954. Stocks advanced for Barita Investments, Cargo Handlers, Caribbean Flavors and Fragrances, Caribbean Producers, and Carreras Limited. Stocks declined for Access Financial Services, AMG Packaging and Paper, Caribbean Cement, Express Catering, and General Accident Insurance. Trading firm were 138 Student Living, Caribbean Cream, Epley Limited, Jetcon Corporation, and JMMB Group. Stationery and Office Supplies Limited was the volume leader with almost 500,000 units, followed by Indies Pharma Jamaica with over 300,000 units and Barita Investments with close to 230,000 units. News in oil. Oil prices hit their highest in about 6 months on Tuesday as sources said Gulf OPEC members were ready to raise output only if their demand before offsetting any shortfall following a U.S. decision to end waivers for buyers of Iranian crude. U.S. crude futures rose 89 cents a barrel, or 1.3% to $66.44. Brent crude rose 48 cents a barrel to $74.53. And that's it for Frontline Business.